This is KUGAN CASSIUS for Rifle TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. We're in Hull here for the final press conference of Rumble on the Humber. With me, we've got Brian the Lion Rose. All right, Brian?
Yeah, great.
Yeah?
Feel mint. You look really well, mate. Lost more weight?
And me?
Yeah.
Put £4 back on, but
Yeah.
don't know if anyone's
I've not
quite
seen you
noticed
for a while, have I?
Absolutely haven't.
Well, mate.
Rematch against Carson Jones. This is something you wanted more or less straight after the fight, and you know, obviously there's always a danger, isn't there, of jumping into a rematch and thinking straight ahead. We saw what happened with obviously David Carson and Thompson. I'm not suggesting obviously that's going to happen to you, but it's the mentality of wanting to go back in the ring with the same opponent you've just lost to, but you were confident that that's what you wanted to do, and then you can get a job done Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, when it happened, initially I was in the changing rooms going mad, kicking things, and you know, everyone knows about that. I said to Eddie, and I want a rematch, and Eddie said to me, you know, your weight's an issue, I think you need to move up, and that was straight after the fight. So I had a week out, I made a decision to move up, so I thought the Carson Jones was never going to be there for me. You know, I was a bit gutted about having to move up, but there's no way I could have made that weight again. I struggled like you wouldn't believe to make 11 stone, and it was the last £4 that I struggled with. I can't get it off. But since Eddie saying it to me, I took his advice, moved up. But Carson Jones got on the phone to us and was willing to give us a chance. But Eddie said to him that, you know, he's moved up to middle now. You know, the opportunity's gone. But he said he'll move up to 11-4, fight me, which I appreciate. Because now I've got a chance to put it right, and that extra £4 will be a difference on the night.
I mean, obviously it was controversial in the fact that some people believed it shouldn't have been stopped, some people believed that John Lewis made the right decision, but looking back on it now, you still believe that the fight shouldn't have been stopped?
Yeah, reflect on it. I don't blame the referee as much. You know, at the time, you look for someone to blame. I'm only a human, you know, but what I will do, if I'm wrong, I'll hold my hands up and say it. And I believe on the night I overreacted. I blamed it all on the ref, when really it was my own fault. I walked into the shot, I was wobbled, I was caught cold, you know, I was caught early on, and I think the weight was the reason I was wobbled by a shot behind the back of the ear. You know, it was a shot that 99 times out of 100 wouldn't have affected me. So initially I blamed the referee, but I don't anymore, you know. The referees are there to protect us, and he could obviously see me wobbling and he felt the need to stop it. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, only I know how I feel, and at the time I felt like I could have carried on. There was 10 seconds to go in the round. I would have got through the round, slumped on my stool and recovered. I genuinely believe that, but like I said, I don't blame the ref anymore. I blame myself. I blame myself more now because I've got a chance to put it right.
Eddie Hearn said yesterday, I think it was on Twitter, that the first fight was a fight you should have won. This is a fight that you must win. I'm not saying you're contemplating, you know, what you do, but this has become the most important fight of your career, to maintain it, to keep it going.
If I don't win this fight tomorrow,
Saturday.
Sorry, Saturday. If I don't win this fight Saturday, my career doesn't, you know, I'm not going to be able to fight at world level anymore, or at this level. There's just no way I can compete at the level, so I'd have to drop down to British or retire. They're the options. I'm a realist, you know. I know what my options are. I know my back's against the wall. I know the pressure's on me, but I'm confident. If I wasn't confident, I could have moved on to middleweight, had a couple of easy fights, then had a big fight. But I don't want to do that. I want to put this right with Carson Jones so I can actually get to sleep at night, and move on from it. Because from 11 stone, this one's at 11 stone 4. From that, I'm going to move up to middleweight, so it gives me a little marker point to where I am and how easy I can make the weight. And I know already, being here, you know, last time I wouldn't have been able to have interviews and stuff. I had to stop a Sky interview last time, and I can come out and say it now because I've moved up. But at the time, I can't remember who was at the weigh-in. But tomorrow you'll see a different me, and that will be the difference on the night. Carson Jones will get the shock of his life.
Was that when he was going absolutely mental after the fight and smashing everything up? Well, you can talk about it now, obviously.
Yeah. If people knew what boxing meant to me, I've been doing it all my life, and I know when you get beat, you've got to take a pay cut. You don't get as much for your next fight. So I've got children to feed. So losing a fight means you get less money for your next fight. That's what happens. So, but when you get beat, it doesn't just affect me; it affects my family. So that's why it meant so much to me. I shouldn't have reacted the way I did, but I'm sure people can understand my frustration. I felt I had my wits about me. I was ready to carry on, but the referee didn't. That's why I was so frustrated. But boxing's my life, and it's the only way I can make money. So when I feel like it shouldn't have been stopped, that's why I was so annoyed.
That's fair enough. I think Eddie Hearn's going to bubble wrap everything from your ring walk back. Listen, you put the result right, and like I said, get your career, because like I said, it's demons in your head, like I said, especially the way it happened, how early it happened, and I'm hoping you can put that right come Saturday night.
Yeah, definitely. I've no doubt in my mind. Like I say, I know my back's against the wall. Nobody needs to tell me that. I know the pressure's on me. Career's on the line. My career at this level is definitely on the line. I could always step back down to British, but it's not an option. Losing's not an option. I'm going to win on Saturday night and move on to, dreaming of winning a world title, because it is a dream at the moment. But I believe I belong at world level, and I'll prove that on Saturday.
Did he actually say his daughter punches harder than you?
Yeah, he said his daughter punched.
Where was that? I didn't see that.
He put it on Twitter.
Oh, Twitter.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Another thing on Twitter that they love it.
Stay away from his daughter then, if that's the case. But.
I know, she must be a brute.
All right, well listen, best of luck come Saturday, weigh in tomorrow, so get the job done, and
Thanks, mate.
I'm sure we'll catch up with you over the weekend.
Cheers, thank you.
All right.